Yes, it is true. We are currently within a partial government shutdown that started right away on Saturday morning, which is leading a lot of people to wonder, is this going to be another repeat of October and November from last year when we saw that whole disaster play out when the government was shut down for 43 days, a record in the history of the United States? Well, I'm going to share with you exactly what this means as the House of Representatives is set to vote on Tuesday at their earliest, as they're convening tomorrow afternoon to come together and discuss more of the details. Now, I also do have this article right here, which I will pop up on the screen in just a second so you can see and read for yourself exactly what they're talking about, and I'll explain all the details for you, because again, I've seen the comments down below. Many people are very, very worried that, oh no, is this going to be another repeat? Are we going to see a lapse in our benefits? What is happening here? I'm very scared about my money, my benefits. What does it mean for all of us, the American people? What does it mean for the country as a whole? Again, I don't blame you. If you're very worried about this, if you're feeling scared, first off, let me reassure you, you really don't have anything to worry about this time. But if you're feeling that way, honestly, I don't really blame you, because honestly, last year, October, November, was a nasty situation with that shutdown, the longest in the history of the country. That was a bad situation for a lot of people out there that experienced that, especially those people on food stamps, SNAP benefits. It was a really, really rough situation. Anyway, let's pop this article up here now. Feel free to read through the details of that. It's, a lot of just political talk here in this article. Feel free to read through the details. I'm not really going to paraphrase it, but I'll tell you exactly what we need to know here. Okay, so remember, I said at the beginning of the video, a partial government shutdown. What that means is that in order to fully fund the government, what they need to do is they need to pass about a dozen appropriations bills. Okay, so basically what that does is it allocates about, $1.5 trillion or so, give or take a little bit, for about a dozen different government entities, okay? And they fund them for the entire year, okay? So they have about a dozen of these appropriation bills. Now, back in November, they actually passed a handful of these. Now, as of right now, they just passed these late last week through the Senate. They pushed it onto the House of Representatives, and now the House is sitting here and they have not voted yet. So the partial government shutdown means that they passed some of the appropriations, but not all of them. That's why we have a partial government shutdown, not a full government shutdown like what we saw back in October and in November, because they didn't pass any of the appropriations at that point. Does that kind of make sense? Right? So anyway, here we are, partial government shutdown. Do we need to be worried about it? That's the main question here that many people want to know. Do we need to be worried? Do we need to be scared about our money, our benefits, our access to anything out there, whatever it happens to be? Simple answer is no. You really don't have to worry about any of that, okay? So the final few appropriations here that they're trying to pass is not going to impact all of us all that much. For the most part, it's not really going to impact us at all. Okay, for the most part, what you need to be worried about or what you need to be concerned about is pretty much nothing at this point. Okay, when it comes down to this. Now, again, I know that's kind of like a big general statement, like a big blanket statement. My point is, what I'm trying to say with that is that you don't really need to be concerned like you're not going to get your benefits. There can be a delay to your benefits, your food stamps, SNAP benefits, your EBT deposits, anything like that. Nothing like that. It's not going to be anything like what we saw in October and November, okay? Now, like I said, as of tomorrow afternoon at 4 p.m., the House Rules Committee is meeting to talk about the details of this, to discuss further details. And then on Tuesday, they anticipate a vote to come in the House of Representatives. At that point, if they do vote on Tuesday in the House, remember, provided no amendments, no changes whatsoever, it would then go on to the president if the House of Representatives actually passes it on Tuesday. If they add amendments, if they change anything, it would need to go back to the Senate to be voted on yet again before it could go to the president's desk for a final signature, reopening those portions of the government that have been temporarily shut down. However, there's also concern from many people, and again, you see this all the time, right? No matter what it is, it doesn't really matter. There's always two sides to every argument. Some people say, oh no, we're going to reopen this thing right away on Tuesday, no problem whatsoever. I've also seen other rebuttals that have come out and said, we're probably going to be shut down for several weeks. Okay, well, whether it's several weeks or whether it's just another 48 hours or whatever it happens to be, maybe 72 hours, whatever it happens to be, it's not really going to have a whole lot of impact to us, our money, our benefits, our finances, access to anything like what we saw, access, restricted back in October, November of last year. Nothing like that we won't have those concerns like we did last year, if that makes sense, okay? Anyway, just want to come back for you really quickly, report on this really fast here in this short video. There's not much else to say about this. Honestly, I'm not going to sit here and ramble on forever because there's really not much more to say about it. You don't have anything to worry about this time. Back in November, they did pass the full appropriations for the food stamp program, SNAP benefits, so there's not going to be a lapse to those benefits whatsoever this time around. Who knows? Maybe October, November again of this year, maybe there'll be something like that. But as of right now, there won't be any lapse in benefits for food stamps or SNAP benefits this time, right here early on in 2026. Maybe later on, but let's not worry about that at all right now. That's a very long time away, which I highly doubt is going to be an issue anyway, especially right before the midterm election. I can't imagine they're going to shut it down then. That'd be really bad politically, right? So they're not going to shut it down then. So I'd imagine it's not going to be a problem whatsoever. The few final issues that they're arguing about now, is not really necessarily going to impact all of us, our money, our benefits, our finances. So when it comes down to it, this is not one of the issues that we really need to worry about. There's plenty of others out there that a lot of people are very, very concerned about, and rightfully so. But this one, when it comes down to the partial government shutdown, probably not a whole lot to be worried about at this time, okay? Anyway, I've seen some comments rolling out down below in the comment section over the last handful of videos here that I've had out since the partial government shutdown actually started. And I just wanted to come back in this quick video here and just say, hey, here's where we're at right now. I wanted to share this article with you. Again, the article here that I popped up for you. Other than that, we're pretty much good. This should be over relatively soon. I can't imagine this is going to drag out for very much longer. Not like the 43 days that we saw back in October and the first half of November of last year. Who knows? Maybe it does, but if it does, it's not going to have nearly the impact that it did last year as well, if that makes sense. All right, anyway, hope this helps you. As always, just want to come back for you, answer those questions, the concerns, what I've been seeing down below in the comment section. Otherwise, I hope this helps you out. Until next time, please make sure to stay tuned. We've got another very busy week upon us. Let's see what happens. More chaos, I'm sure of it. Today may be a little bit of a slow day for now, but this coming week here is certainly not going to be a slow one. Either way, I'll keep you posted. I'll be right here for you by your side. Please, if you have not done so, consider subscribing. 100% free. Big subscribe button down below. Please share the video. Big share button down below. Or most importantly, check out the other 6,300 plus videos here on the channel in the video library. Otherwise, let me know what else I can do for you. Drop your comments down below. Enjoy. I'll catch you again probably tomorrow in the very next video. Big things happening this coming week here. Enjoy, and I'll catch you again later. I'll see you for now.